Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Derek's Travel Chats. Today, May 13th, 2021. My name is Derek Windsor, and I'm the host of the show and also the owner-operator of E&B Travel Services here in St. John's, Newfoundland. For anyone who is a new viewer, we developed the show almost a year ago now, as an opportunity to provide information to you, the traveler, prospective traveler, on exactly what's happening in the world around the pandemic and so on. So, thank you very much for watching, and we hope you enjoy the show today. If you want to be able to see other shows, you can go directly to my website, which is www.embtravelservices.ca. And I think I have that here somewhere to put on the screen. And also, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is just Derek Windsor, you could also see that, and hope that you subscribe, and you can see any upcoming shows, or again go back and look at the past shows. So thank you very much for that if you do. Also, over the last few weeks, we've given away gift cards to Boston Pizza to viewers, and this week is going to be no different. However, this week being International Nurses Week, what I would like to do is, if you know a nurse anywhere in this country, I would like for you to put their first name in the comments during the show, and then after this show and the rebroadcast on Sundays, we will select one of those names and arrange to get the gift card from Boston Pizza to them. So from there, we go to the fact that the world is beginning to get vaccinated. I know there's some controversy over some vaccinations, but that's okay. Everything comes and goes. So, but I will say that I've been vaccinated with the vaccine in question, and I feel 100%, 110%. So, while maybe some side effects, right now for me is more important to be vaccinated, and let's get back to traveling the world again and working out all those details. So let me see what else is going on in the world today. So I know travel within Canada, and with the numbers on the rise, is a little difficult, and the Atlantic bubble is not taking place right at this point, or really not much domestic travel at all. But hopefully sometime soon we will all get back to being able to travel around at least Canada for right now, and then hopefully the rest of the world. So, which brings me to today's show, and we will be talking about the continent of Africa, or East Africa part in general. And my guest today is the founder and I guess tour conductor, contractor, or organizer, wears many hats. But he is the founder, I guess, owner, and it's Jacob Muneni,
Yes.
with Wild Touch Travel Tour and Travel in Kenya and and takes care of some other countries as well, which I'll get Jacob to explain rather than myself. Well, so welcome, Jacob, to Derek's Travel Chats.
Yeah, thank you very much, Derek, for for having me. It's been a pleasure. It is a pleasure. So, my name is Jacob Monene. I'm a founder and
I think we lost Jacob.
can you hear me now?
Yes, now you're back. Yep,
Oh, sorry for that. Guess the
that's
internet.
okay.
Yeah, weather. It's a bit. It's raining over here, so there's issue with the internet connectivity.
That's okay.
So as I said, yeah. So as I said, I'm a founder and a safari consultant at Wild Touch and Travel. We are a registered safari company, and we offer safari experiences to Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda. So we offer luxury safari experiences for these amazing destinations.
So, Jacob, how have you been
Yes.
working through this pandemic?
Well, travel has been really hit hard here. Uh, uh, we have had a very rough time, especially now that we are not getting guests to come on holiday. Everybody is at home, quarantined. But for that is for the last 1 year. It's been a very bad season. We had uh, guys losing jobs, so it's been a very rough time for everybody. But we are now seeing a rise and interest in guests wanting to come in for holiday later in the year, as guys out there get to be vaccinated, and also the measures that we as a country are taking to vaccinate citizens and also workers, also the frontline workers, and also the frontline workers also in the tourism industry. So we are seeing a positive change at the moment, and I hope it will bring out a positive impact to the industry. Yes.
So, we're gonna talk about safaris and the the wonderful animals of Africa and being
Yes.
able to see them. And as anyone who's watched the show before know, I had the pleasure of being in South Africa a year and a half ago, but would love to see East Africa and other parts of Africa. So
Yes.
uh, we're going to bring on your presentation there now, and then you can let our viewers see and understand the beauty of the African continent and the animals that go with it.
Sure. Sure.
Here we go. All set when you are.
Yes. Okay. So about Wild Touch. As I said, we are a Safari DMC, specialize in Kenya, Tanzania, and Private Safaris in Rwanda, and we've been on operation since the year 2015, and we come with great experiences and also the passion for travel. So we are passionate about what we do, and we offer quality, and we are trustworthy, and we are very friendly as well. So usually a very nice experience when you have at whom you can talk to and explain things in detail, because we really it's as opposed to the previous years where guys would just get a package off the shelf and give to the clients. Right now, traveling has changed all over the world. People come with unique taste and preferences. So it always starts good when you get to sit down with them, talk through what they like, then design that kind of package and offer something that will have a direct, to be more meaningful to them. Because now we have guys who like a bit of scenery. There are clients who would want more of wildlife only. There are clients who will want a bit of mix of everything. So having worked for the number of years and with many clients, either family, honeymooners, adventure seekers, we really know what to put to bring out that kind of holiday experience you're looking for. So safari is usually a Swahili word which means a journey, and here in Africa we are talking about moving in a custom made safari vehicle, because now safari, yes, the safari vehicle will have a different design of how the vehicle, not much but a little bit custom made for that kind of experiences, with a rooftop, with big windows, so that you have a good view of game, a 360-degree view. Yeah. So the safari will basically awaken your senses, because now you're coming in touch with untamed nature, and the world is just very authentic and true. So when you just come you come into contact with nature, you just have to feel that you're alive. The real awakening of the senses is comes true. Then
Yeah, one of the
for us,
things, one of the things when I was in South Africa and doing the safari, and I like to say this, is that it's very humbling as a human, because you put yourself, you're in the home of the wildlife, and so you don't have that. You're in there. You got to live by their rules, and which I found fascinating and intriguing. So uh, that's one part of it. Knowing that the wild animals are, within arm's reach, and but you're in their home, and you have to do what you have to do to make sure that you don't break the rules with them, or could be disastrous for you.
yes, could be disastrous. As also, we also take the fact that we are invading their privacy, sort of. So we want to give the animals the right of way. You don't drive
Yeah,
fast in the parks. You don't. We say you don't. You shoot from your camera and leave nothing other than footsteps. So you don't collect anything from the parks. So that we leave the nature as untouched, as authentic, and we make sure we conserve as much as we can, because there's a generation behind us which is waiting to experience the kind of fun and amusement we've had. So
sure.
usually, yes, put that into consideration. So for us to design your safari, we put a number of factors into consideration. That is accommodation, the transport, then the itinerary has to be well planned, so that you don't drive for long hours. We have to create that balance between leisure and adventure. You don't have too much of everything, so that at the end of the day, the clients would feel, yes, this was worth kind of experience. So, and the other is our guides, which are who are our most important aspects in the whole of safari, because these are the guys who are with our clients for almost 90% of the time on holiday. Yeah. And
Okay.
they are very professional, experienced, and very friendly. Yeah. So, and with the vast experiences, they've handled clients from all walks of life with different tastes and preferences. So they very well know from the first day, and they're very talkative. They have lots of stories to give you. So the holiday and the safari is never a dull moment. Yeah. So so then our safaris are also classified differently, because we have family safaris. That's where now you come with kids. We put together the best lodges that would have such kind of have the family concept. Then we have honeymoon safaris. Then we have adventures safaris. These will have a feel. Now, there are clients who want that a bit of thrill, coming very in contact with nature, and they want some adrenaline kind of activities, you know. So we put that together to bring that adventure feel. Then we have photography safaris. Clients who come and they want to just take photos of wildlife, nature, sunsets. We have them in consideration. Then we have holidays. We also have a very nice beach at the coast, and also Tanzania and Zanzibar. So these are very nice holidays. You could also add an extension to after you come from a bush holiday. So now you go to the beach and sit down, laze, enjoy the sun, laze and enjoy the sun and the wind, the coast. And then we have the gorilla trekking in Rwanda. So you can have all these safaris. You add an extension to the gorilla and the beach holiday. So you can create a very nice combination for each of these holiday types. Then here is a map of Kenya. So Kenya is located at the East African coast. We border Ethiopia to the north. Then to the west we have Uganda. Southwest we have Tanzania, and in the east we have Somali. So Kenya is located at the equatorial region, and that means that in terms of weather patterns, we don't have what we call complete weather patterns. We don't have complete winters, we don't have complete summers or spring or autumn. So here we have sun throughout the year. Yes. At the moment, right now, it's raining, but we've had sun. We've had some hours of sun. It's a bit gloomy. It's cloudy, but we experience sun throughout the year. So as much as it was going to rain, we have sun for around some hours during the day. Well, a couple of quite. I mean, we can say like we have sun throughout the year. We have sun throughout the day. So so this gives so we can basically say that the weather patterns in the weather seasons in Kenya will be much of rainy season and the dry season. That is what we can say about the weather here. So clients who want to come on game drive and would be worried, what about winters? So we don't have such extreme summers. Yeah, we are much at the moderation.
Okay.
Yes. So then the size of Kenya is 580,000, and that is 7 kilometers squared, and we have approximately 50 million people of different tribes and cultures. So the languages spoken in Kenya is we have Kiswahili, which is our national language. and English is widely spoken throughout the country. Yes, the capital city of Kenya is Nairobi. So we have other cities as Mombasa and Kisumu. Yeah, so whenever now you fly into Kenya, you fly in through the capital, which is Nairobi. Though we have other flights which come through at in Nairobi now. It's going to be Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Then there are other flights which fly to Mombasa at the Moi International Airport.
Okay.
So yes, so Kenya is quite a unique destination, and it has Kenya is more of a salad bowl. You have a little bit of everything. You have a nice beach. You have amazing landscapes. You have unique wildlife, and all these now put together make Kenya a very favorable safari destination for any traveler. And yeah, so you with these now unique endowments, we can create very interesting packages for every traveler. So that now, as I previously said, if you're come as a family and you want a bit of landscape with wildlife, we know which destination would be favorable for that. Yes. So here we are going to have to see some of the accommodations, as I previously mentioned on the previous slides. So whenever you have a family come on holiday, we book our clients in family tents. Yeah. So you sometimes get worried. The tent is inside the park, and where is the kids going to sleep? Yeah. So we have lodges which will have a very nice family tent, which has a section for the parents, the kids, and then a small common area. So that the kids would be you would feel it is a safe but when they are close to the parents and the parents are close to the kids, they feel yes, it's much safer that way. So
I mean, it looks like a tent, but it also looks like a house.
yes, it's these are called tented luxury tented camps. So
Okay.
they'll have also the washing room areas, and they're very luxurious, and they also offer toiletries, they offer soap, shampoo, hair dryers as well, and mosquito repellents as add-ons. So these are luxury type of tent, not like the other small one where you have to pitch and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So this would be quite ideal. It's in the currently, very many accommodation facilities are choosing to have this kind of accommodation because it brings in that thrill, and you feel you're more close to nature. And also the fact that your house is maybe stone built or wooden. When now you come to these kind of tented camps, you get to feel that closeness to nature. Yeah, it has a very nice feel. So here we are looking at a honeymooner's suite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here we are looking at having honeymooners get a lodge which is very private and intimate, and not much popular. But I mean, it's not. It doesn't have very many guests around, so they get that private, yeah, that level of privacy that for their honeymoon safari. So
how close would the animals come to these locations?
so These
Like,
lodges have,
would you wake up at some point and see elephants walking by?
I would say yes and no for the following reasons. The lodges that we are looking at have different concepts with them. You find there are lodges which don't have any fences, you know,
Okay.
so that whenever you want to check out, then you'll have to call a security guard or the Maasai. But they are just their standby. They know you are going to want to come out of the room anytime. Either you want to go for breakfast or you're going back to the room for overnight sleep. So for the kind of lodges where there are no tents, you will find as elephants come as close as to your tent. You know, it is
Okay.
very safe. It is very safe. There are now lodges and safari camps which are fenced, so you just see the elephants from a distance. You know,
Okay.
so they really not come close to your tent. So as I was previously talking about tastes and preferences for clients, there are clients who would want that kind of a thrill. There are clients who would feel, I mean, that's a little bit too much. So when we sit down and talk and try to design your safari, then we put such kind of options to you, so that we tell you how this kind of accommodation would feel. Is it safe for kids? Is it safe for adults? I mean, so that we break down all the details, so that when you buy this package, you very well know what you're getting, and how it feels, and how it would feel for you, basically. So here, food is a very important factor for everybody. When you go out to every other destination, you want to taste what do they cook, different cuisines. You want to have a feel of African cuisine. You want to or maybe you have a special dietary requirement. So for the luxury accommodations, yeah, so they have a wide range of cuisines, both European, American, African, Asian, you know. So you have everything at your table. You can just choose what you want to eat. And we will offer you a package which has either an all-inclusive or a full board. That is, full board is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All inclusive will have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and other assorted drinks, either wine, house wines, or beers. Yes. So when it comes to food, also we make sure that we put you to a lodge which has a best kind of food experience, best food experience for you.
Excellent.
Then so what do kids do on safari? Kids can get to engage in a couple of things when they're on safari. They can get to learn about, they can get to learn about how, like the Maasai would lit fire using without using the match boxes. Yeah. The way, yes. There's usually guides who are there to teach them about footprints, animal footprints, about birds, and a little bit about nature. Yeah. So whenever the parents are there enjoying the sunset, cocktails, yeah, having a chat, so the kids are out there enjoying themselves. Yeah. So everybody has his and her own time to enjoy. Yeah.
Excellent.
So yes. So I'll go to the honeymoon safaris. This is a picture of the sunset. Not every time we are in the lodge. So after you go out for a game drive, we can set an evening. You can do an evening setup so that you come and enjoy the sunset as you sip some wine. Yeah. So that picture would actually speaks a lot. Right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes. Then things to do while on safari. You can get to do a walking safari, which is a very engaging and unique way to come in contact with nature. So we have you walk with the samburu in the wild, yeah. Though
Okay.
yeah, they usually be armed, so it's a safe activity to do, yeah. So then another unique safari experiences coming up is horse riding, yeah. So for guests also who want that extra thrill, horse riding is there. Amazing. You come very close to wildlife. But you have to tell us at what level you are in terms of horse riding, if it's amateur or the pro, so that we know how to package the whole safari for you. Yeah.
Got to be able to know how to control the horse too. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sunset cocktails in the evening, amazing. It's one of the most beautiful moments in Africa. When you come here and see the orange sunsets, you just feel, wow, this was they really they can't rub off the come from the mind. Yeah, I mean, get a rest. What you carry away from with you in Africa, the wildlife and the sun setting with the seeing the elephants and the backdrop with the sunset is just creates very beautiful pictures in the mind. Yeah. Then we have balloon safaris. This is one of the most beautiful things to do on safari, especially during the migration when there's the big herds of wildebeest migrating from Serengeti to the Masai Mara. One of the most interesting safari stories will ever be told, and I hope it continues beyond my lifetime. This balloon safari is something to experience. After the balloon safari, we have a champagne breakfast. Yeah, the balloon.
What kind of height do they do the balloons? Do they take the balloons?
Well,
400 or 500 feet there.
uh, I think they'd go probably that around that because it's quite high. I may not know the exact, but it's quite high in the sky. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's a very nice experience to do. It takes 45 to 1 hour.
Okay.
But that is because dependent on the wind. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, and they have a professional pilot to do that.
Okay.
Yes, then later it's followed by a champagne breakfast. Yeah, then you can proceed. Either you can decide to go back to the lodge and relax, or you can proceed with the game drive. This activity starts very early in the morning at 6 a.m. Then the balloon will just go up. Yeah. So up in the air. So you should be up, but around 5. That's when they pick you up from the lodge, so that you are at the grounds by 5:30. As they prepare for everything and have the balloon up in the air by 6 a.m.
Okay.
So here is a game drive. These are game drives. These we have a morning and afternoon game drive, or we can dedicate them for a full day game drive. Yeah. So the Land Cruiser has a pop-up rooftop,
Okay.
so that you have a 360-degree view of the of game. Yeah. If you're lucky enough, you might find a cheetah on your
I was going to say, how often do the cheetahs hop up on the vehicle?
Sorry, no, they because the
How
land,
often
you
do
see,
the cheetahs jump up on the vehicles?
well, it's up high, but you see, the Land Cruiser has that front extension, the bonnet, so they can jump over the bonnet down, then now go up the Land Cruiser, but it's not often, and usually it has been disallowed nowadays because they don't want that interruption with nature. Yeah. But sometimes when you are just viewing game and you turn off the engine, they get to jump. They can sometimes jump over and just climb on top of the cruiser. But because what the cheetah right now, as you see on the picture, it's doing is they want to see across the savannah where probably there is prey.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's not, and then it isn't obvious. It isn't obvious that they do that. So the Land Cruisers,
He isn't just posing for pictures.
it looks like he's posing for a picture. Yeah. Yes. So so here the Land Cruiser would take a maximum of 6. So every guest has a window seat. Yeah.
Excellent.
And then at the front, we have our driver guides, professional driver guides, who will be with you throughout the safari. So our guides are usually with you from day 1 to the last day. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, unless if it's the air package, then it's usually something else different, because now you'd be probably flying from a very long distance to the other, which they wouldn't make. Then we make sure we have another guide at the other end.
Okay.
So yes. So curio shopping is also something of interest. After you come on safari, you want to go and buy your friends, your family a bit of some African, or your house, some decorations for your house. Yes, this is a very nice experience to do during and after safari. Yes. So now,
just one of the things when it comes to shopping, and just to make people aware that you just had to make sure that whatever souvenirs you actually purchase meet the Canadian requirements too. Because when it comes to wood and things like that, I know when you travel to the Caribbean, it's very there's lots of trinkets and so on, but you have to just make sure that you know the rules when it comes to what the souvenirs are made from and so on.
okay. So we have these souvenirs. Some of them are made from wood, especially the big carvings, maybe of the elephants, giraffes, a local Maasai old man or a couple. Then we have others which are made from soapstone. Yeah. You can have yes, we also have carvings which are made from soapstone, very beautiful. Others are beads. We have beads, necklaces. We have hats, and other painting. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have those kind of curios, and you'd have that you get for your safari. Then now we have what now we are calling the New World Travel. Yeah. Now with COVID coming into play, now we've had to go back to the drawing board and try and redo things better. So Kenya has opened its airspace for travel, and we've taken very drastic and very serious measures when it comes to COVID, because we believe health comes first. These measures have gone and have not only in Kenya, but also Tanzania and Rwanda. We've made sure that for all guests coming in, they have a PCR, negative PCR test. Yeah. At the lodges and accommodation facilities, there is a very improved, what I'd say, improved sanitations, especially in the rooms. Make sure the hotels have made sure that by the time one guest checks in, by the time a guest checks in, then the room has been cleaned and stays that way for close to 12 hours.
Okay.
So that now also brings in the factor that they are also not taking in 100% of occupancy. Yeah, they are doing around 70, so that they also decrease on the numbers that they have. The waiters have masks on for all the time, and they are doing what we call constant checkups. They are doing temperature checks thrice or 4 times a week. In the at the hallways, the dining area, the common areas where you find guests would gather, probably the dining areas we have, and even in your rooms you have sanitizers provided. When we come to the tour operators, for us, we make sure that we give every guest, all our guests, we hand them with a hand sanitizer and masks, so that they can change them every other time. We are not counting, we are just give them enough for the stay, for the whole time stay. And also we have the temperature gun that is with our driver all the time, so that all of them, the driver, the guests, they make sure they check temperatures each and every other time that they are on safari. Now, the good thing about safari is that as opposed to what we find in other destinations, safaris are quite unique, because we are visiting very remote areas, where some destinations you'll go and you'll find like 2 or 3 safari vehicles,
Yeah.
and that's for a whole day, so you feel as if you had booked the wild to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's quite a very unique concept. Something I usually describe to as a capsule. You travel in a safe capsule. You are picked up from the hotel in your private transfer vehicle from the airport to your hotel. From the hotel, now you'll be picked up in your safari vehicle where you live from the first day, and that safari vehicle, you'll use it up to the last day.
Okay.
So you don't have any other guests joining in for the safari. So the vehicle is on private use throughout.
Okay.
You don't get to change your driver. You have the driver at your disposal from the first day to the last day. So this generally is a safe, a safe capsule or a safe bubble.
Yeah.
So we are finding safaris as very unique and very nice ways of enjoying a holiday, and they we you get to enjoy to the fullest. Yeah, for the longest time, I think safaris have always had that concept of space also, and that kind of uniqueness.
Sure.
So I think when the world opens up, we should be a choice of consideration for any traveler wanting to look for a holiday destination. So as I said, the accommodation, yes, they've put their protocols. Um, Now, when it comes to the public, at the airport, at the shopping malls, yeah, you have water for washing hands or sanitizers placed there, so that when you go in, you have to make sure you have a mask on and you wash your hands as you walk in.
Okay.
So those measures have really helped us curb spread of the virus. As you might know, we've had cases. Yes, we've had cases just like the rest of the world, but our numbers have been very low. Yeah.
Good.
So, but that doesn't mean that we are not taking measures. We've done very good and very strict measures in making sure that we conform to what the world requires us to do.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to be. It's good that to see that Kenya has been proactive.
Yes, yes, yes. We've been proactive. So at the moment we are having there's a mass vaccination that is
Yeah.
happening. 58 and above years have been put as first priority for vaccination. Then frontline workers, the doctors,
Yeah.
and also the Ministry of Tourism has also made a special request for the government. So all our guides at the moment have had their first shot.
Oh, good. Good.
Yes. So the second shot should be probably this month or the coming month or after.
Okay.
So by the time we are in the peak season, which starts in July and ends in October, we shall all be vaccinated.
Hopefully, the whole world will be vaccinated very soon.
Yes, yes, we really hope that the world gets vaccinated. It's been a very rough time. And the fact that everybody and the world is hurt with all those bad memories of life losses and everything.
Yeah.
We the tour designers and advisors, we are tasked with a very unique responsibility to creating memories, good memories, and erase all those bad memories that we've seen, we've heard of. So we are prepared to make sure that we bring fun times and good memories to all our clients who come through us.
Well, with
So
sunsets and scenery like you're showing on the screen there right now, who could not be inspired to go there?
yes, 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 indeed. So here we have a photo to inspire every traveler. That's one of the best luxury lodges in Kenya, called the Angama Mara. Most luxurious. The location is on a hilltop, and you can just see the expansive plains of the Masai Mara. Yeah, very
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Yeah, these are photo of a tented camp. Then we have wildlife, amazing wildlife. These are elephants having a swim. Yeah.
And now that you were talking about wildlife, can you just give a? I know we talked the other day. Just give our viewers uh, your view on conservation and because there's always concern that people go over there and hunt illegally for just because they want to get big pictures and so on. If you can just let our viewers know the what rules are in place when it comes to those kinds of things.
Yes. So conservation has been among the top. Actually, is the top concern for everybody, the government, and also us as tour practitioners in the industry. Here, we totally ban what we call game hunting. we've totally banned game hunting in East Africa. It is not done here. We believe that, as I said earlier, leave nothing but your footprints, take nothing but your photos. Yes,
Yeah.
you take photos and leave footprints, and now have everything in your mind. So because we believe that we borrow from our from the generation behind us. That is what we borrow. So we have a responsibility to make sure that we conserve what we have, and the generation that comes behind us makes the same efforts and conserves the experience, and they leave it to we borrow from the next generation. So we have a number of conservancy and conservation measures in Kenya. As I was talking to you the other day, we have, for example, a conservancy in the north of Kenya called the Namunyak Conservancy. It's a community-based conservancy, and they've taken to themselves to conserve the elephants, the giraffes, and basically the wildlife, because now they benefit from it.
Sure.
Yes, through tourism, and they've been able to get jobs as guides. They've been able to get jobs as tour operators. They've been able to get jobs as security in the parks. So they've taken it themselves that this wildlife belongs to us and it can benefit us. So also in partnership with large organizations, yeah, they've been able to make sure that we have a conservation that takes care of cheetahs. We have an organization that takes care of elephants. Yeah. As I was talking to you earlier, we have these organized community conservancy by the locals called the Sera. Sera is in Samburu, and they conserve the rhinos. Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, the rhinos. Then we have Reteti that does conservation for the elephants. Yeah.
Just
So
like
whenever, yes,
the
so
baby
whenever we
elephant.
have, yes, so
Okay.
whenever we have elephants, maybe the baby elephants was drowned in a dam or in the mud, and the family was unable to pull it, and it was left there. You find the Samburu people are pastoralists, so sometimes they would graze near. The Namunya Conservancy is a big one because it is around 394 hectares, 1,000 hectares. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's a big community, and you find elephants roaming even at the road. Yeah. And
Okay.
giraffes. So whenever maybe they are grazing and they come across the baby elephant is drowned, then they make sure they call. They would call the organization, then they'll come and pick it up, and they will adopt the baby elephant, feed it, and until a time when it is old enough to be returned back to the wild, they are able now to reconnect it with the family.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So those conservation measures have really helped in conserving the numbers and making sure that things like poaching don't really happen in this
Sure.
country. Yes,
Perfect.
yeah. So we've done a very good job. Also, the conservancies, the private conservancies, have helped a lot in making sure that the conservation measures are strengthened more.
That's good to hear.
Yes, yes. So the next is we have a leopard and the cub. Yeah. And we have the giraffe, which is the tallest terrestrial mammal. So you see, this kind of giraffe is different. This would be found in northern Kenya only,
Okay.
and yeah, it looks like the lines are drawn. It's called the reticulated giraffe. What you find south of Kenya is the Maasai giraffe. More
Okay.
like they look more patches.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So here we have dinner under the stars, and so here we are saying thank you for your time and attention, and we want to welcome everybody to Kenya. It is a safe destination. It is amazing, and it is a destination that will make you change your flight ticket to one more day or 2 more days. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, Jacob, uh, that was just amazing presentation, and again, having been to South Africa, I can only just imagine, uh, uh, Kenya and Tanzania and so on,
Yes.
um, what they have to offer, because it's just a beautiful continent, beautiful people, um, and to enjoy the wildlife in their own natural habitat that way, and be able to just sit back and be in a one of those tents, and look out over, and see animals possibly going by. There's nothing. Um, I think that has to be one of the most beautiful things in the world to be able to do. So thank you very much for that presentation, and hopefully we'll get when people begin to decide their destinations, and put some plans in place for the future travel, that we can come up with a group of people to join you and your guides, and come home with, as you say, just leave their footprints and take their pictures, and
Yes.
come home with pictures and memories. So thank you very
Yes.
much.
Thank you very much, Derek.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you're watching this either on the rebroadcast or right now, um please leave the name of any nurse that you know, and hopefully we can award a gift card to those our nurses who are very deserving, and have put in so much over the last 14 months, and I know will continue to support all our communities on the front line. So again, thank you to Jacob and to his company, and uh, we'll have a enjoy the rest of the day. Um, for those of you who are will join us next week, our guests will be talking about the United Kingdom, Britain, and from Visit Britain organization. So that will be next Thursday, May 20th at the 3 o'clock Newfoundland time. So I look forward to having you join us then. So for there, enjoy the rest of your afternoon and have a great day.